Hollywood Insider. Amber is done. Can't even pay a pill. They blowing her shit. It's fucked up. Spits in the lie. I bet. She said she wanted the chicken sandwich too. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ravens live. Hit that motherfucking like button. See. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Mentioning the obvious. State the who claims and I'm saying pull bell. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pro Bowl rosters right now, man. Let's talk in depth, Falky, about the Pro Bowl, man. You knew who your Pro Bowl players was before we even got the week to the playoffs, didn't you?
Yeah, you can check the last week of the season, week 18, to see who made it. We had the usual suspects, Weidman, a couple of linemen. Some surprises, we had Downs made it, Josh Downs, first year. Um, Gilbert, he made it again. But we had like Camden Wallace, Joe Klein made it. Uh, yeah, but it's nice seeing it before the actual season. Well, before we get to the postseason, you can actually see um, who made it. So pretty
Yeah,
cool.
man. Progress history tell you all that shit, man. People don't realize how much progress history tell you a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly, take you through it. All right, so just right now while we're getting into the get to, Mrs. Goodell in the building. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Chicken. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Anyway, motherfucking, you can go to manage roster right now. You can go to resign your players right now. All right. There will be a don't touch list. Remember the Giants and trying to help us get rid of a lot of the uh older guys that needed to be dropped. It messed his roster up. Like this player belongs to him. I hoarded him for him. But as you can see, I got some signing to do, right? Um, but we got signings to do. So let's sign your players. I just want you to see that you have to go to re-signing stage. You don't have to wait till the re-signing stage happens. Just notice if salary cap off, you don't have to spend as much time on re-signing stage and things like that. So please, please do it now. Get it done. If you haven't done it already, you should have been doing it the moment the season was over. You should have been doing it before your season was over. But if you haven't done it now, do not bombard me at the end of the fucking day when the Super Bowl's over and we jump into the off season. Don't bombard me with, oh, I can't get my players. Matter of fact, let me get to the guys that are idiots. Sorry to say it that way, but we have idiots in the league that no matter what, still ain't gonna do it. So let's get them DM'd and text since we don't have the help of Nano anymore. I have to do this stuff myself. So let's get this stuff
Where's
done
Nana?
now. No, bro. MIA even does that. Can't get
He's
my
MIA.
players. Yeah, he MIA, bro. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm not trying to hear nothing at the end of that Super Bowl. If you don't re-sign your fucking players back, don't hit me. What? Nah, we at the Pro Bowl show right now. We're going Pro Bowl show, Super Bowl Sunday show, and then Super Bowl. Then I'm gonna give y'all about a somewhat grace period to get your shit together, and then we going right into the off season. So I don't care. I don't care. I see what you just did. I don't care. I don't care. You better knock that shit out, huh? All right, my nigga. All right. I'm gonna try to show me a girl you sit next to. Nobody don't care about that. He trick too much, man. That motherfucker trick every day. Who I ain't even got to say who I was talking to. You don't even got to hear the conversation. Falk. Who I just reached out to. Uncle Falky, where you at? Fix that headphones.
Come here. Give me the water. Come here, bro.
Who
Drink
I
this.
had who when I said let me call the idiots that don't do shit no matter what. Who I called? Who's the first person I called?
D West.
Oh my God, D West. Cake boys, and you was talking to D West. He was motherfucking hoodie. What's up, kid? I apologize, man. I know you had that storm coming down. You know what I mean? Try to get that game in a little earlier. I was on DuckTales. I apologize to you, man. Antonio's here. Hey, sweetheart, you see all the guys is really popping up. I'm loving it. Loving the Saturday, man. Loving the fucking Saturday, man. I enjoy the fact that you guys enjoy
Ready
everything.
when you.
All right, so let's talk about this Pro Bowl McDonald's drive-through. My girl at McDonald's right now, too. I was going to say it. Oh, my God damn, I was going to say it. D West still is in the building. Hey! Junkyard, how are you? There's my man right there too, JR. What's up, JR? What's up, baby? Everybody, there you go, young Camden. Busting the fucking power move. Yep. McDonald's drive-through. They giving out free chicken when it, if you from around our area, Philly one. So they giving out chicken sandwiches and shit. Sandwiches? We getting chicken sandwiches? Nah, I don't want that shit. You know what I want. All right. Let's look at some of these Pro Bowl predictions and things that happened in the Pro Bowl. You know, I sat here for a while. My intentions was to give y'all a morning show, but you know, sometimes break at night just don't cut the teeth. Sometimes you just crash, fall asleep, don't know what the hell is going on. So let's take a look at the Pro Bowl rosters and see who's where, when, what, and how. All right, your number one quarterback in the NFC. This guy will be your QB1. All right. These two guys, NFC and AFC. We're going to talk about two young quarterbacks that's lead changers, meaning like they're the new crop, right? So we're talking about Nico. I'm a believer. I call him I'm a believer, man. All right, man. The guy struggled in his first playoff game, man. He threw 7 interceptions in the playoff game, and I know that's all the press talked about. You know, sometimes game fries chipping the day. Yeah, well, hurry up and get them home while they hot instead of eating them and watching the show. Get your ass home. But you know, fuck, can't take away from what he did all year, because he had a bad game in the playoffs.
Yeah, after a few weeks of just digesting the whole season in its totality, he had a great season, man. You know, led the league in passing yards, led the league in touchdowns as a rookie. With new weapons. I mean, you know, like he you know, everybody was, you know, new to him.
Right.
So, you know, while he didn't play good in the playoffs, I think it was more of coaching. I think we didn't put him in great positions. Even though 2 weeks earlier we put him in great positions. He was 9 for 12,
Right.
212 yards, 1 touchdown, ran the ball 30 times, and you know we scored 50 points and we won. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's on the coach. It's not on him, man. He's going to be great for years to come. He's going to get him a championship or two. Because I think we're going to learn from this. You know,
I mean, he quoted saying that, all my life I learned from mistakes. You can't get better without mistakes. And he was quoted on that this game will be a game that he will play, you know, the clips of all the bad press he got to motivate him during the off season.
Yeah. I mean, he's a very intelligent kid. He's very aware. You know, he hears and sees everything. It's gonna motivate him, but it's gonna motivate us to put him in a position to succeed and use the running backs we got. So stay tuned.
So what's the feeling of, the Diaper Dandy playing in the Pro Bowl, and not only just playing, he's the starting quarterback?
Man, just go have fun, man. Learn from the vets. Enjoy it. Have fun, don't get hurt. That's our message to them.
All right, so on the other side of the coin, the AFC, you got Shador Sanders, man, at the starting quarterback. He's QB1 in the AFC right now, man. I think I think this is a message. I think this is a message to the league from the Denver Broncos. And I think that message is we're here. We're not too
Right,
far
right.
off, I think them having Shador Sanders is, and building around him is gravy scary for the AFC in a sense. We saw him, as a rookie. We saw him in his sophomore campaign, and he took his team, to the divisional round of the playoffs. So, the sky's the limit for Shador Sanders. And what we're seeing with these young quarterbacks, we're seeing the new wave, the new wave right now. At the QB2 positions, we got Bryce Young, and then we got a newcomer, Jason Butterfield. And let's talk about him for 2 seconds. Let's spend a little bit of time on him. And here's the thing, this guy was traded for, and everybody was like, huh? Who the fuck is that? And the Dolphins turned him into a top 3 guy as far as yards in the league, right? And he's in his first Pro Bowl as a second-year starter, as a full-time starter at second year, and already shipped off.
Right.
He is no longer a Miami Dolphin. He is now on his way to Cincinnati Bengals. Now, they had the experience with a dual threat quarterback that they sent to Las Vegas, and De'Aaron King, who's actually the quarterback number 3 in the AFC right now. And they're on their way back to that with Malik Willis. They went and traded for Malik Willis on the Cincinnati Bengals team. So they're back to another dual threat quarterback. So what am I missing here, Falk?
I think it might just be about preference, man. Because I don't. It's a little mind-boggling to me as well. I think it might be preference. You know what I mean? Maybe he felt he needed more. Maybe.
Well, but with De'Aaron King, they had that. They had a quarterback that almost had 1,000 yards rushing, threw for 4,000 or 5,000 yards. Like, they had it. They just, when the playoffs came, they just wasn't comfortable with planning for some reason, and then they never got comfortable. And then they traded for a quarterback that's the pocket passer, and now they trade him back to another dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, I think they wasn't patient at the time.
Right.
And I think they just seen the league moving a certain way, and then they seen the league move. It's a copycat league, so you see the Bucks get a mobile QB. You see the Broncos get a relatively mobile QB. You see these guys that can move now. Like that's the new thing now. You see the Falcons get a mobile QB.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can't cheat. Like the Ravens and Cardinals always had that,
right?
But the other teams didn't. So now, like look at the Bucks, man, 3-time defending champs. They benched Bradshaw in his prime.
Right.
For an unproven guy that was on a mediocre team that was really truly ass, and the Bucks made him great.
Right. And obviously he will have a Pro Bowl shirt jersey. He's not going to be in the Pro Bowl because he's playing in the Super Bowl. But you're right. But look, De'Aaron King said, middle finger to the Dolphins. We're right here. I'm in the Pro Bowl. So what did you guys miss? That we thought y'all had right. Because he's in the Pro Bowl right now, and so is DT, the Eagles quarterback, another dual threat quarterback. So we're looking at all mobile quarterbacks at the end of the day are in the top 3, like you said. So the league is transformed to that right now. So there they go. Every last one of these quarterbacks, who's here to stay though, Falk? Butterfield just got traded to the Bengals. Will we still see him as a Pro Bowl quarterback? De'Aaron King, can he continue to progress into what he is right now and see him as a Pro Bowl?
I think Butterfield, this will be his last Pro Bowl.
All right. So then you got the veteran, out of the group over here at the third QB for the NFC is D. Thomas for the Eagles. So we like it. Now we get to the running backs, H-back ones in the AFC and NFC. You're looking at 2 guys that get the ball a whole lot, and you got Cummings for the Cowboys sitting at 1. He's still on top of the list. He's our league all-time rusher, and then you got Tremaine Baz as our league all-time carrier. as the running back ones right now. At 2, you're looking at Jawan Springs, who's getting up there in age. He'll be 30. He is 30 at this point right now. And then you got another young gunner, and Zamir White, Zeus for the Eagles. Man, I thought that was impressive that the Eagles had their running back playing at a high level all year. But the next two at 3, at H-back 3, are guys that I think that are taking a stroll up that ladder as top dogs. Isaiah Spiller for the New York Giants and Breece Hall for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Um, I think that we're going to see a lot of play out of these 3 running backs. If I'm Bass, I just want my jersey. I don't want to play. I'm tired.
Right.
I don't want to play any game. Just give me my jersey and my flowers for getting to this bitch. I don't want no carries in this game, man. Start Springs, man. Start Springs the Hog. I need to recuperate for next year, bro. Oh my God. All right, fullbacks. Motley and Felix is there. You got Harris and Fitzsimmons is at fullbacks 1 and 2. Now let's talk about the wide receiver ones right now. Malachi Wideman, second season, second Pro Bowl. Deion Smith, second season, second Pro Bowl.
Yo.
2 young gunners sitting in the Pro Bowl as the wide receiver ones right now. The next lineup, you got young gunner, but have experience. He's in his prime right now. And Deion Pitts for the Falcons, and then you got Jermaine Pierre, Mr. Pierre for the Chargers, who's up there at age. This probably be his last run as a Pro Bowl player as well. And then you got Roderick Smith for the Falcons. You got David Bell for the Broncos. All right, wide receiver 3. At 4, you got Troy Franklin for looks like the 49ers Franklin. Yeah, that's 4. I thought the Saints Franklin would be there, but all right, so the 49ers Franklin there, and then you got Marvin Harrison Jr. for the Broncos sitting there. At 5, wide receivers, you got Bracken for the Seahawks and Schwartz for the Browns. Schwartz still, playing like a wide receiver 1 for the Browns right now, man. Another guy that's going to be up there in age. You got young gunners and Josh Downs, and then you got Tyquan Thornton for the Texans sitting at wide receiver 6. So that's your wide receiver room. There's a lot of good weapons, all got different touch styles of play. Will be in this game. We should see who's standouts in this game. At the tight end position, at tight end 1, Kyle Pitts on the later ladder of his career is tight end number 1, along with Jalen Weidemeyer for the Broncos. Seems like the Broncos are getting them players back in position again. Tight end is on deck. Gilbert is there. Wheatley is also there for the Browns. So we got Gilbert and Wheatley at tight end number 2, and then J.R. Shockey, who went from the Giants to the Packers, and then Lloyd for the Dolphins sitting at tight end number 3. When you're looking at the offensive line, you got Giants Cross, you got Skinner at left tackles 1, Camden Wallace, left tackle 2, and Munford, left tackle 2. You got Klein, left guard number 1, with Green being the left guard number 1. All right, you got Moore at left guard number 2, and you got Jay Bird, old face but familiar for the Jaguars, sitting at left guard number 2. Our centers are Sean O'Hara and Cade Divins. At center 2, you got Sears and Pritchard. Now we're looking at right guards. Oates from the Giants and Lloyd. You got Strong, McCoy, Russell at right tackle, Spitzer, Wesley at 6'6", 335 pounds at right tackle number 2, and Gooden. And then defensive ends, my boy Jermaine Johnson for the Panthers is sitting at number 1 rush end, and Caught Young, as always, Caught Young, the best user DN in the league, sitting at left end number 1 for the AFC. Pat Teller, the veteran for the Falcons, is there, and Bryce Ware, the veteran for the the Broncos, are at left ends number 2. At ends number 1, you got Ford from the Ravens and Calvert from the Chiefs. You got Claiborne at number 2 and Evans for the Patriots number 2. At D tackles number 1, Nichols for the Cowboys, Williams for the Steelers. You got Lowry, was a Bear. I don't know if he still plays for the Bear, but Lowry's there at D tackle 2, and Kitchens, the Miami native for the Bills, are sitting at D tackle number 2. At 3, you got Smith and Mincy, the ex-Raven, that's now Detroit Lion. Linebackers 1, you got Kenanuka. You got Hainsford for the Chargers. You got Clark for the Cowboys. Dean for the Steelers. Kadeem Wagner for the 49ers. Jay Wilder for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fanfile for the Bears. And Kidd for the Colts. The Colts are definitely linebacker U. Tom Fox goes from the Baltimore Ravens to the Green Bay Packers. He's right outside linebacker number 1. And Barno, drafted by the Falcons 2 seasons later, he is a Buffalo Bill, and he's our sack leader with 28 on the year. He's the right outside linebacker number 1. Zacoby McCain at number 2, right outside linebacker, and Lyons for the Raiders at number 2. Number 1 corners, Trent McDuffie. Trent McDuffie is called the playmaker for the Raiders, man. They said he's the guy. He's up and coming, man. Baller. And then Reeves Allen, the savvy veteran over there for the Cardinals, is the number 1 corners. And then you got hometown hero Elijah Clark for the Saints and Lance Norman for the Patriots, another veteran. Primetime Sanders is here for the Cardinals. Dejon Warren for the Titans. You got Tyreek Woolen, a 6'4 super freak, and Eli Ricks, the cornerback number 1 in his draft class for the Texans, sitting at your top 4 corners on the field. All right, Big Von Burley won the interception race. Yeast is a dog for the Jaguars, and he got plenty of years to continue to back that up.
For you, real quick. Question for you. Do you think we should eliminate Von Burley from being mentioned as like the interception leader?
Why?
Just based on how he's used every single down.
I don't think that's it. That's a user.
No, you're missing my point. My point is he's not a true DB. It's almost like a sub linebacker. Every play he's buzzed down. He's not playing DB.
For you to take that away though, you will have to. I'm
just throwing it out there. I'm not taking it away.
But for us to say with your theory, we will have to say he's breaking the rule.
No, I'm not saying he's not breaking the rule.
If you saying he buzzed down every fucking play, that's breaking the fucking rule on the same fucking play.
No, listen, he's picking different coverages. So I want to say first and foremost, it's not my point. My point is he's like a sub linebacker. Basically, he's like an Isaiah Simmons. But he starts at the safety level in every play.
Oh, all right. I see what you're saying.
He's 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. So in theory, he's not like he shouldn't be in the DB
kind of. I get what you're saying.
That's my point. That's my only point. I'm not. What he does with him is great. He is great. I'm not taking nothing away. I'm just saying how we look at it. I think we got to look at that as well.
Well, you can. He's 6'1". He meets the height requirement. 215 meets the weight requirement. Huh? So is Big Von Burley a sub linebacker?
I think
should he be up on? But let me ask you this: he made the plays. To take it away, his natural position is free safety. So if
but he's not playing free safety. He's not Ed Reed.
Right.
He's literally getting most of his picks between 5 and 15 yards. Ed Reed is getting picks 25, 30 yards down the field. He got range. I don't know if Burley has like range.
So with 24 interceptions on the year, if he was at linebacker with those 24 interceptions, he would make the Pro Bowl as a linebacker, right?
That's my point. My point is, should we call him a linebacker? That's my only point.
Right. I can understand that.
Only argument.
Right. From the linebacker position, Burley led the league in interceptions this year. So whether
of course. Like Isaiah or Devin White, Like I'm just saying, like you can't really say he's a DB.
Right.
He don't do what DBs do. He plays in a box almost. Does that make sense?
More of a strong safety.
I wouldn't even. I mean, it depends on what coverage it is. Yeah, if they're in cover 3, a lot, or man, maybe. Yeah. I wouldn't play cover 2. So I just wanted to bring that up. I digress.
Free safeties number 2, Dawkins. This is your Dawkins, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Solomon Craig, Jackson State guy up there. I like the safeties. In this game. When you look at the safeties in the NFC, we got 2 guys that are could play sub packages. How much sub packages did Dawkins play for you, or was he back deep the whole time?
Nah, he was back deep. I had because Flo is like a 95 speed,
right,
and then Weatherford is like a converted safety to sub. Mm-hmm. So those were my 2 inside backers. Dawkins played back, so that's like all deep safety work. If that makes sense.
Yeah, all right. That's what I was trying to get to. Because not every body that has the body to play linebacker, sub linebacker, absolutely plays it. So I was trying to get to that. Like, is Dawkins more of a true back deep free safety?
Yeah, he started off playing sub for me, but now he's truly, because Croswell is old. He lost his ability. Croswell on normal, so.
The fuck they put on this sandwich? Look at this shit. Hitter said, stop fucking eating on your shows. My bad, Hitter. All right. Graham, strong safety number 1. Petrie for the Dolphins. That was a nice trade the Dolphins made. They got him up there, strong safety number 1 in the Pro Bowl. Sony Styles, the diaper dandy, is sitting here. Another guy that can play damn near anywhere on the field. And then veteran Steiner makes it. The old head Steiner. See that? I don't want, like, this shit look, what the fuck is that? I've just never saw it looked like there's mayonnaise on it. Why? On a quarter pounder? They ain't even a quarter pounder. Gave us the wrong sandwich. They ain't shit I eat. All right, kickers, Hagerman, Foster. You got Flynn and Scott at punters. No, I'm not saying, I'll deal with that after the show. Candyman, Miles Jones as your kick return number 1s. Look like corner is there. Look like the Raiders corner. Miles Jones, 6'3", big guy. Camden Man, veteran, still running back kicks and stuff. And then you got Covey from Utah, back deep, running that punt returns back and forth as well. Like, it's not one, right? It's not that. I don't really know. I never had a quarter pounder. Right, all right. All right, that's your Pro Bowl, fellas. That's what we're dealing with in the Pro Bowls. I'm about to advance to the second stage of here where we need to be at for the Super Bowl. Give me a second.
Are we talking about the Super Bowl a little bit? Since yes, I got both of the coaches on?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask some questions?
Yes, sir. Huh? Fuck my whole night up. All right, here we go. Pro Bowl is over with. Super Bowl Media Day is here. Baltimore.
Got the coaches on. We'll ask some questions.
This game is in Dallas. We in Dallas Stadium, and that's Baltimore being the home team in this game. All right, so let's talk about it. Here we go. Super Bowl again. This is about to be the third matchup in a row. These two guys met up. The Bucks are 2-0 in this matchup against the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Looking to beat Green though. Looking for their fourth Super Bowl in a row.
Do you mind if I take this over?
No problem.
Because y'all, it's kind of awkward you being the host and actually being in the game, right? So, the folks want to know. This is I think this is legacy Super Bowl for both coaches. You have the Bucks. He's going for a 4-peat. Not too many people have done that in any dish. And the Ravens are looking for their first after how many defeats?
5.
5 defeats. So I want to start with the Bucks. Craig, I want to start with you.
Yes, sir.
What does this game mean for your legacy this year?
I mean everything. For me personally, they're all important to me. But honestly, I've been chasing the Cardinals coach. He has 4 Super Bowls, and I just want to be the best, bro.
Sure, for
I know for a fact that I haven't been around to doing multiple discs, but for this to be my first full disc, it's just a good start for me. You know what I'm saying? To create my name, to create my so-called legacy, and we're just ready to get on the field. It's definitely big for us, though.
So I'm gonna turn it over to the Ravens. What does this mean? Being that you're 0-5, you're the bridesmaid. You're there. You're there. You dominated your conference.
We're beyond the Buffalo Bills right now. That's what we are.
What does it mean to you to finally get over that hump and get the win? What will it mean for your legacy?
I mean, it ain't gonna mean shit to my legacy. My legacy set in stone. Period. So I don't really got nothing to prove, to be honest with you. But for pride and for my fucking sanity, man, we gotta win a fucking Super Bowl. It's just that simple. We're literally 0-5 in the bowl right now this year. And this will be one of the first discs that I've haven't won one, and especially been to this many and not won one. It's crazy. So, I think more on, just the front of we need to win one, but not winning one don't change nothing on who I am when it comes
Copy,
down to
copy.
legacy. Like my legacy set in stone. Period. Right. All I could do is add to, or put it this way: I still won more Super Bowls than I ever lost.
Right, right, right,
So it don't
right.
really matter. You know what I mean? Like,
So with that being said, we gonna get to the actual game. We talked about legacy and what it means to each one of you. So the actual game, we'll stay with you, Raven. What are your keys to be victorious in your mind? What do you
um,
think the Ravens have to do today to be on the victory side?
uh, what? For what? What was the question?
Yeah, what do you feel in your mind the Ravens you guys have to come out and do today to be successful and come out victorious? I'm not asking to get
Uh,
your game plan, but just
just
what do you guys have to do?
mistake free football, uh, and just play our football. Just play what we do. And try. I think it's more I be in my own damn head because I give so much information out. So it's hard to really sneak anything on people that I play, especially guys that be on chat with me all the time. So I think it's just stand to it. I think the success of most teams in this league do what they do no matter what. And I think we need to do that. We just need to do what we do no matter what and let the chips fly where they may.
Okay, okay, okay. Coach Craig, I'm gonna turn it over to you. In order for you to for the Bucks to be successful, what is it that you guys need to ensure you guys do to come out with a
Uh,
W?
without giving up too much. For one, we can't let happen what just happened just now. He only threw 7 passes against the Buffalo Bills. We can't let the run
What?
dominate us
I don't
like
got no
that.
bud. I gave you the
So
last of my bud.
we definitely got to
Want me
make
to see
sure
if
that
Ed got some?
we make them have to put the ball in the air as well. And
Huh?
same thing, play mistake free football.
I'm in the middle of
You
something. What
know,
you talking about? I ain't hear you.
play at our pace.
Hmm.
No, I said I can hit Ib and
So
send you
Craig,
the
I'm gonna
Ib.
stay
That's
here
what you
with
want to do.
you.
I, yeah,
This
I don't
being
have
y'all
no bud. I
third
don't have no bud
matchup
left.
I can't hear
in
you,
a
bro.
row.
I literally
This
just
being y'all third
gave you the
matchup in
last
a
of
row,
it.
correct? This y'all third matchup
Yeah,
in a row.
yeah.
Huh?
Do you
About a
think
dub worth?
this being your third matchup in a
What
row
what kind was it?
that benefits
Cereal and milk.
you or benefits him because y'all have so much familiarity?
Uh, honestly, I give it like an even. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. I believe that we both played each other the same amount of time. And we're both smart coaches. So I feel like as far as familiarity goes, it's just who can call the right play at the right time. You know,
Right.
who can do something unfamiliar at the right time. You don't want to overplay it, but you know what I'm saying. So I think it just comes down to that because I think we're both two familiar, smart coaches who can adapt to things on the fly and just from prior games. So.
All right, all right. Coach Ant, and we're gonna get a little bit into the players. You guys come up with the plans, but it's nothing without the execution. So we're gonna get into to the players real quick. Coach Ant,
Yep.
in your opinion, who is the most important player on your team for you guys to raise that Lombardi Trophy today? Who has to perform at the highest level for
I
you
would
guys
say
to?
I don't think as a player. I think we have to play good defense. Simple as that. We just gotta play good defense. We can't uh we can't let we can't let breakdowns happen. As a whole, we gotta be able to keep shit in front of us.
Okay, okay. And Coach Craig, I'm gonna ask you the same question.
My front seven. I mean, I can't call one of them out, but I feel like we have to
Defense.
contain the run. You know what I'm saying? It just comes down to that. Not just even just the running back, but the quarterback as well. So I believe my front seven is probably the most important part of this game. All of them as a whole.
The league. This is why these two coaches have been in our last three Super Bowls. They did not pick a player. Y'all listen to this? They both picked their whole defense because a team wins a championship, not a player. Coaches, good luck to y'all. I'm in awe for y'all to be playing in three straight. It just shows the y'all greatness to get through the gauntlet of the NFC. and for you to get through the gauntlet of the AFC each year, come with something new and different. Craig, you went from you literally benched a dog quarterback in his prime, and your offense is even more better. Is better. It didn't miss a beat. It's actually better. And you went from a superstar transformational QB to somebody better. And then y'all defense is always in the top 2, 3 in the league, consistently. So just good luck to you guys.
Appreciate it.
You know, we want to see a great game. We want to see a great game.
I had a coach in the league after planning say, I hate playing you and Craig's defense. And at first, I took it as an insult. But after listening to him talk, I understood what he was saying. Like, I was about to say some shit in my DM on some defensive shit, and I bit my tongue and just let him talk.
The context is big. I mean,
Yeah.
you could read a comment and you could interpret it. Natural reaction is to take it as a shot, as a dig. But for sometimes the context matters. Most time actually matters, right? And once you get the context, it's actually a compliment.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to get to.
Like we heard T on the chat last night. He was like, Craig defense is only DBs like glue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, if you literally watch it, it was like he was so much in his bag play calling that don't matter what he did. Like you could blame it on the players or you could blame it on whatever or point to it, but no, he was in his bag play calling. And whatever plays you picked, he picked the defense that would have niggas like, and it looked like he wasn't open. And you got to give credit. You can't just, his player's better than mine. Nah, you got to look at the person calling the plays, when they're calling them, how they're calling them, adjustments, and all those things. So, it's definitely compliments, man. Even though it might seem like it's a shot, you got to really just look into it and what it really means.
Yeah, because the question that followed his statement, which eased my mind of, but at the time felt like I had to be defensive, period, because I saw some of the things that was being said in chat and things like that. So I thought it was like and then as I let him talk, I understood where he was at with it, and it made me see a growth in the entire league, really, just off his conversation.
And you know what? And this just goes for me as well. Everyone's competitive, man, and when we lose, ain't too many times, man, where you're like, I got my ass whooped, man, good game.
Not at all.
It's most times people point to something, whether it's factual or not. People point to something. Man, look, I just wasn't locked in today. Wife was doing my shit. Nah, you motherfucking lost.
Or your team fucking OP.
Yeah, like you motherfucking got out coached, motherfucking you lost. People won't say it though. People won't just be like, yo, I just got my ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Like they came out and out coached me. They gonna point to something. Hey man, you see his team, they running. You see the damn. Nah, you just got out coached. Everybody team running. Everybody got a dog every. You know what I'm saying? Like so, if everybody got a dog everywhere, what separates a 20-point win, a 10-point win, a 30-point win? You know what I'm saying? That's coaching. If all our teams is pretty much the same, and I get blown the fuck out, that's coaching. I got my ass whooped by a team on a person I just beat 2 weeks before. Why is that? I got out coached. I came out trying to do something that I shouldn't have been doing, and that's arrogance and coaching, right? So you just gotta accept it. You can't make an excuse for somebody's team or what they doing. I mean, of course, we're gonna say YouTube or whatever. It's trendy, it's cute. But at the end of the day, it comes to coaching, when you calling a plays, how you execute it, how you reading it, how you making it happen. Win, you know what I'm saying? To win. So, man, just shout out to y'all, man, because to get the 3 in a row, man, it's hard. It's hard to do. To be relevant every year is hard to do. Craig, for you to, be consistently the best team in the NFC, it's hard to do. In the league. Well,
you know what?
I'm gonna give you more credit than such because what he goes through year in and year out in the NFC.
Yeah,
Right?
and that's a big compliment. I'll go back to this. All right, the legacy that I think I ignored was We can't allow Nando to be the only person in the AFC that won a Super Bowl this disc in our league. So I would say if there's
I
any
gave that
pressure
one
on
up, by
me,
the way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, NFC. I apologize.
if there's any pressure, that'll be my pressure to be
I
somebody
apologize,
to
NFC.
stop that
Craig, I
trend.
apologize. To all the people that won in the Super Bowls in the league, I apologize. I did let the AFC off the hook. That'd be at a donut right now. But
I
yeah,
know
man, good
you.
luck,
I
fellas.
know you ain't
Good
just
luck.
say that.
Huh?
My girl.
So
It'll be at a
Ignorant
donut
as
right now.
hell. So I was like, you
they'll
supposed to
tell
have my
you ain't
back.
fucking with her.
You heard her? Oh my God.
What's he
How
say?
I ain't
you
fucking
gonna
with
lose
Erica.
5 of them?
What,
Man, Erica
what
beat
Black
me.
used to call me? What Black used to call me? Forever Five.
Forever 5. Oh my God.
Over five. Come on, man. You gotta get that O off your joint. No disrespect, Craig. I'm rooting for the Ravens today because he gotta get that O out.
Yeah, look, I can stand on my ground all I want. Morally bullshit. We
Craig,
on fire. We
Craig,
on
I don't
fire
mean no
right now.
disrespect, bro. He gotta get that O off
Oh
his
my
shit.
God.
Craig,
Oh
you
yeah.
even know he gotta
We
get that
on
shit
fire. Oh my God. Oh,
Listen,
right now.
listen, man.
Oh my God,
I
I'm
ain't in
looking
this
at
part of the
John
situation,
Harbaugh
bro.
Super Bowl record. Oh my God.
We gonna fire it. Look, we gonna fire the shit out of hard, bro. We lose. He the fuck out of here. His job's on the line. Look, even when we get to the Super Bowl media, they be like, "Well, you won one." I'm like, "When?" Watch this shit. You know because the Baltimore Ravens won Super Bowls
Yeah.
under Harbaugh. So every time we do Super Bowl media day, they ask the same question. I ignore the shit out of that shit. Like, yeah, nah, this motherfucker. Yeah, he wasn't none this. He getting fired. Mark my words. We don't win, he's fired. Fucking out of here. All right, so fellas, now that we have your attention, I said something called a grace period that I want to give guys. You know what I mean? Our off season is going to be tonight. I would love to be in the draft by 9:30. So that means Super Bowl is going to get played very very soon. Please get your re-signing done. I'm not holding a list for those that I shouldn't have to. Right now, Giants and the Titans are the only people that, as of right now, that I know I have to hold players for. Other than that, you know, I don't want to hear it. Sign your players back. We're not going to spend a lot of time on re-signing stage at all or free agency. I'm going to run through free agency, but I'm going to give everybody a grace period to get their shit together. So get your GMs on right now. This will be the perfect time to get your GMs on. And after that, we'll be back during the Super Bowl. Other than that, holler at you when I holler at you.